Oh boy. Okay. Anybody could have done this because the lights went out. I got 3 suspects in mind now, but I'm gonna wait a bit and see what we find out here before I get into that. Yeah, let's just look at things first. There were a lot of fancy looking party dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't imagine these are related to the incident until you discover that they are. Such a huge table. There's nothing much out of the ordinary. AC remote control. A remote controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner. Could it be... Hey all of you, why can't you act a little more grown up? Beep beep. What was that sound just now? Zap. This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside the room. This room. And the air conditioner's remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. If so, that means that mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. AC timer has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay, but what does the air conditioner itself have to do with anything, other than it made a beep at that point? Let's check the body. Under this very table, Byakuya was. First, I should investigate the top of the table. Though the only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so... Now it's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it. I let out a shout, as if to encourage myself, and quickly looked beneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell like rusted iron hanging in the air. Rusted iron. And during the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze toward Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why? Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Okay. Let's check his body. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was... According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and the abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Monokuma file has been updated. I wonder what he would have been doing. Bloodstain. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed, but there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. So he would have been stabbed under the table if it's on the inside of the tablecloth. And they made a point to tell you a bunch of times about how there's openings in the floor. I wonder if he was stabbed from below, but if that's the case, why is there a knife up here? Like he was stabbed through the slats, maybe. Bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted everyone down and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that duralumin case, which leads us to my first suspect, Peko. Peko had that case, so she would have been able to access the knife. It's possible they stole this knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. It wasn't missing on the equipment list, though. Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. Okay, that I don't get. In a dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Knife spin at it. Why glowing paint? Well, wait a minute. Beneath the table. Huh? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In a dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? That's not a truth bullet. About the goggles. What's this? Looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars under the table?
Hey.
Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Eh? Then what are they?
Perhaps?
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles. I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits, too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? If they did, why did they leave them under the table? I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Yeah, that did nothing to make me change my mind about anything. I'm not sure what the tape and the paint have to do with anything. The only thing I can think of is the knife was taped under the table, like it was planted there, but then what? Alright, let's talk to people. Oh, Hell Hound Earring, answer my call.
Impossible!
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped?
You!
It's not a mere earring, it is the Hell Hound Earring.
Fine.
Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hell Hound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Well, this is certainly random. The Hell Hound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, his fang glistening with blood. And his drenched, blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolical beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver!
The Hell Hound Earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian, I wear that earring at all times. Is that really about a freaking Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor. The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Gundham laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Ah, there it is. I found it, truly. That is the Hell Hound Earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I can't fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should just give up.
What?
Give up what, the world? I meant give up the earring.
You!
Fool have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die!
But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded?
Fine.
It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine. I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Gaps in the floorboard. I wonder if there's a way under there. I mean, obviously, if there's a gap, there's gotta be something under it. Hiru, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. What would you have done anyway? Lights were out.
Jeez.
Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey Hajime, forget what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue.
Hey.
Photos. The ones I took before the blackout, remember? Hey Byakuya, everyone come on, I'm gonna take a picture. Alright, say cheese. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. Let's see, it's this photo. Okay, hold up. So that's everybody that was in the room at that point. Okay, I'm not really noticing anything that weird other than Nagado is standing near the air conditioner controller. And this one. Okay, Byakuya is over there. Mikan's over there. Kazuichi was in the room with us. I didn't think he was there. Kane, Sonia. So nothing really looks that off in that picture that I can see. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Yeah, he moved. Why? Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall furthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
What's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but... It's good she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. This is my other suspect, which would be a mind blower if he's who I think he might be.
Hey.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mention it.
What?
Why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout I couldn't see a thing.
That's not it.
Although seeing wasn't possible, then there is a possibility someone might have heard something. Alright, Are you talking about her? Who's her? I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? How are you the ultimate nurse? You're right, I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and whilst I was struggling to get back up.
How embarrassing.
Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. Jesus Christ, that's a truth bullet, really? Embarrassing pose has been added. How is that in any way related to any bit of evidence at all? Oh, Jesus. This is going to be a very interesting trial. Okay, what else haven't I checked here? The metal plates. Why are the windows covered with iron plates? Does that have something to do with the renovation project? No, worrying about that is a waste of time. It doesn't have anything to do with Byakuya's death anyway. I wonder if they were here before Nagado came in here to clean everything up. Duralumin case. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of duralumin. Last time I saw it, it was closed, but there were a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? A hard plastic case, but it's just a case. The inside is empty. Wonder what was inside. But the one thing that really catches my attention is this small key. It must be the key to the other duralumin case. So is this the one that Byakuya didn't want to show us anything about? That other case was in the office, and all the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside that duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Alright, so that would eliminate Peko then, as a suspect. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have his duralumin case in the first place? There's a taser, a nightstick, a pair of gloves, it looks like. I wonder if that thing that's next to the nightstick looks like a can. I wonder if that's that weird spray. The glow-in-the-dark paint. Maybe the glow-in-the-dark paint is how he figured out what table had the knife under it. I'm starting to wonder if Byakuya was going to kill somebody here. A case packed with all this security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? Because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. Duralumin case has been added. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
A moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. What, like we use the same cologne or something? What are you talking about, scent? We both harbor special feelings toward Hope's Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but... Fine, if we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess for now we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of a crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. What I'm curious about, Nagito, is one thing I noticed during that whole thing before it started was you kind of steered Peko away from the storage room. And then when we came back here after the lights went out to search around, you came out of the storage room. Is there something in the storage room, Nagito?
Hey.
Let's try talking to everyone. It's definitely going to help us out. How about we check in here? It's letting us in. And he's with us. This storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands are full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Weird. I do need to do something real quick. Apparently you can buy skills with hope fragments. I might have a trial coming up here. I might want to, like, look into this. I wonder, like, can I get all of these? Is there enough hope fragments for everything? Charisma. Increases influence gauge recovery when correct answers are chosen, effective when making choices or selecting a truth bullet. Well, if it's anything like the first game, that will come in handy, so yes. Neuro Liberation. Focus gauge decreases at a slower rate during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, the Hangman's Gambit, and the Panic Talk action. Let's do it. Ambidextrousness. Allows you to lock on 2 statements at once. Effective during the Panic Talk action. Sure. Hopefully I just didn't do something wasteful there. But at least now I have some skills to maybe use. Alright. Laundry hamper. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a blood stain?
Huh?
Blood stain. Here, take a closer look.
But
It's too dark, I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
well,
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain. How the hell does that work? Interesting. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. Don't we, Nagito? I guess I should leave him alone.
yep.
A wise decision. How wise is it, Nagito? Something's up with him here. Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 were turned on. All 3 of them were turned on. Turned on.
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happens, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister. Irons in storage room have been added, so they
Hajime.
overloaded the box by plugging in a bunch of irons. Hey Hajime, how much longer are you going to stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Am I? Nagito. Let's move on and investigate other places already. I get it, you're right. You are my prime suspect right now. And I wasn't expecting that. I had a feeling somebody was going to die during this dinner, but this party, rather, or whatever, but I was not expecting you to be a suspect. Let's go into the kitchen. Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area just for the heck of it. There's a chance there might be some sort of clue here. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Like, maybe when they were setting the old hotel building up here for the party, huh, Nagato?
Hey.
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murders, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. They're almost making this too obvious, so... But it is the first trial, so maybe they're doing that on purpose. Chinese, Japanese, French, and Italian cuisine, fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone, too. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Well, guess that's about it.
It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get a meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed a cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. What? His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste, since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them.
To tell you the truth.
Oh, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes has been added. Well, didn't Byakuya eat some of them? Because he was like eating them while they were on the skewer, and he was like looking for stuff. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout terror? That blackout totally startled me. First I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. Then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Ah, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Okay. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagato, let's get going.
You're right.
Yeah, sure thing. You see anything? There is something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color or material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door. You've never seen one before? It's the door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see. It's like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. Sure. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. Wait, does that actually work? You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors.
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I'm ashamed of myself. Fire door's been added. What does that have to do with anything?
I see, I see.
Apparently, a great man once said investigation should be done on foot.
Yes!
So that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey,
Hey Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
How do you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
hey,
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? Lolly la la. I'll hardly eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kinda heavy. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it!
Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously? Just thank the gods it's not Kazuichi.
Aww.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right, it was my hero.
It's a blackout!
Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
What a nice remark I made. It's to the point, and has its own unique charm. Just continue. And there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
That's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time, seriously, don't get any closer. Hey Nagito, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey.
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell was going on here, and this is... What do you mean? About that. Why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
Yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth?
Yahoo!
Then praise me, let me bite ya. Ouch, why are you really biting me? Man, I thought you were like reasonably normal at one point. Alright. Let's see. We never really did find out what the deal was with the bathroom. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... There's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. Well, who the hell is missing? It would have had to have been the Yakuza guy. Whose name I keep forgetting because he's not around that much.
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? Might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Alright, let's check this place out. There's a camera here as well. I'm sure whoever is watching it definitely knows who the killer is. Even so, they're making us figure it out ourselves. But why? Well, because it's more fun that way. Remote control. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Huh? Timer here is set to 11:30. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? Can't be a coincidence, right? AC timer has been updated in your handbook, so my guess is they used the air conditioner to know what time things were happening. That must be this old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
Doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. Circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Which seems really dumb in terms of design. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout, but who? I did it.
Whoa!
It's here.
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
Oh, by the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how does someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, and I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar.
It's true.
I'm serious. Want to see? Want to see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
So cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? They didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. Well, they must have overloaded it with the irons. That must be what the point of all that is. Duralumin case. This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had a key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? What do you mean it's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene? Like, is there a law in this place here that we're not aware of? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse.
See?
It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. Is this the desk the staff used for busy work? Nothing in particular catches my eye. Alright, that's everything there. We should talk to people.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Peko the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean,
Well, she wandered off somewhere even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
well.
I shouldn't say this too loudly or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Peko's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey.
Don't you think she looks kind of worthless too, like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. Interesting, he's trying to pin it on somebody else. Alright, you're in the number 2 spot there, buddy.
Hey,
Might be more clues to this place too, let's try to investigate carefully. I can already tell you doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker is in his office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
wait.
Supposed to be here. Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it? So where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Ugh. Echo suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? I am just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me, what was that?
Hey,
Pecco, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so... I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. The cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pecco wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pecco as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something?
that's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is?
Now then.
Guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going now. Maybe she had food poisoning? But nobody else that ate had food poisoning. Okay, it looks like you pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey,
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage.
yep.
Might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be in danger?
Hey,
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one, chosen by Host Peak Academy.
All right.
Alright, then let's get going to Byakuya's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react.